everyone, I'm Tracy Barnhart, the professional geologist here at Mini Me Geology. I am back again today with another great Ask-a-Geologist question. Today I'm here with my friend Piper, and she has a question for us about a really neat sample that she brought for us to see. Today I'm here with my friend Piper, and she brought a really neat sample that she wants us to see.
I got this pyrite sample as a gift, and I was wondering if you could tell me anything about it.
Absolutely. Pyrite is a really neat sample, actually. It gets its name from the Greek word for fire, and the reason people think that it got its name is because if you hit pyrite with a hammer, you'll actually see a spark. Now, it's also called fool's gold. Do you know why?
No.
Because if you look at pyrite, it actually looks a whole lot like real gold, but there's two neat ways that you can tell them apart. And one is the hardness of the samples, and the other is the weight of the samples. Now, hardness basically tells you where a mineral is on the Mohs hardness scale. Gold is really, really soft. It's about a 2.5 to 3 on the scale, which goes from 0 to 10. And pyrite is about a 6 to a 6.5 on the scale. Now, if you had a sample of gold, you could actually take a hammer and pound it out and make it flat. Pyrite, it's not as easy to do that. Something else you can use is a penny. And we have a penny here, and if you have an old penny, usually older than 1982, it is kind of in the middle of the Mohs scale. So what you can do is you can take the penny and you can scratch it on your sample. If it scratches your sample, you probably have gold because it's really, really soft. If you can't scratch the sample, like if you watch Piper right now, she's scratching it, but it's actually not making a mark on the pyrite. That's because the pyrite is harder than the penny. So that's one way that you can tell gold and pyrite apart, is the mineral hardness using the Mohs scale. The other way is to check out the weight of the sample. And while the sample that you have is pretty big and it feels kind of heavy in your hands, if you had an equally sized piece of gold, it would be much, much heavier. So pyrite is a lot lighter in weight than gold. Now I'm going to show you something real interesting about your sample. And pyrite itself can form a lot of really neat shapes. So you look right here on the top, you can see that it has different shapes like cubes and octahedrons, and sometimes you can also see that there are little scratches known as striations on the faces of the cubes, and that's really characteristic of a pyrite sample. Is there anything else that you want to know about your sample?
Yeah, what can I use it for?
Well, around industries and stuff today, pyrite is usually used for its sulfur content, and they use it to make sulfuric acid. But since you don't really have any need for sulfuric acid, you can just keep this sample in your collection. Now, if you have questions about geology like my friend Piper did, you can send them to us at the Ask-a-Geologist section of our website, or email them directly to me at rockinfo@minimegeology.com. Now, please leave your comments below and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all of our upcoming videos.
Till next time, everyone, rock on!
Fire. And some people think that it got its name because when you hit pyrite with a sample, thank you, Noah.
Hammer!
With a hammer.
Not another sample.
Sorry. Again, wants us to see.
I got the bleh.
All right, and I'll say, then we'll do the outro, but we can stop before we do that. What?
Having trouble in here?
Yes, we're having trouble in here. This is a painful, painful video. A bit geology. Send them to me and I'll try and answer them with words that go together. Wait, oh my God, I can't talk.
No.